Hey guys, Hop here. Thank you for tuning in to TFBTV. I just got back from a trip to visit Smith & Wesson's new facility in Maryville, Tennessee, and shoot a lot of their new and upcoming guns, most of which I can't talk about yet because they're not going to be coming out until later this year or maybe SHOT Show next year. The only new gun I knew I'd be able to cover from the event is the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. And I wasn't that excited about that because I'd seen pictures of it, and to me, it looked like a pretty common trend that manufacturers have been doing over the last couple of years. And that is taking 9mm sized guns and rechambering them in .380 for shooters who are maybe a little bit recoil sensitive or they don't have the hand strength to manipulate the slide on a super compact 9mm.
I think that's kind of
exciting new gun!
We've seen this before with guns like the Ruger LC 380 and the Security 380, which are 9mm sized guns that have been rechambered in .380. So they have less recoil, and also they don't need to have as stiff of springs as the 9mm versions, making them easier to manipulate. Essentially, they're good for maybe older shooters, maybe shooters who are a little bit recoil sensitive or don't have the hand strength to rack around into a micro compact 9mm. Basically, they're mom guns. They're guns for your mom. So I took a look at the pictures of the Bodyguard 2.0, and what I thought I saw was a Shield Plus, a double stack micro 9mm that had been rechambered in .380 to turn it into a mom gun. I was not that interested. Boy, was I wrong. Pictures do not do the Bodyguard 2.0 justice. It has basically exactly the same footprint as the Bodyguard 1.0, but with a standard magazine capacity of 10 and an extended magazine capacity of 12. It also somehow shoots better than any micro .380 I've ever shot before. I've owned a Ruger LCP for a long time, pocket carried it a whole bunch, and even with extended magazines that give you more to hold on to, this is a difficult gun to shoot. Despite just being chambered in .380, it's got a lot of muzzle flip that's hard to control. This thing also doesn't have the best trigger. The LCP2 does have a slightly improved trigger, but not improved enough for me to get rid of the original. The Bodyguard 2.0, on top of having a much higher standard magazine capacity than the LCP that I'm used to carrying, also has virtually no recoil, which is crazy. I'm not totally sure how they did that, just a wizardry of ergonomics and springs and stuff like that. And it also has a pretty nice set of factory sights. We've got a high visibility front and a really wide, generous U-notch on the rear. One thing that it does not have is an optics cut, because it's not wide enough to support an optic. Even the micro pattern optics, I think the screws would overhang slightly off the sides of the slide. It really is just that small. You can't tell from looking at the pictures, I don't think. You have to see it, and then it will kind of break your brain. So going into the event, I was thinking, oh boy, not another one of these, but after seeing and shooting the Bodyguard 2.0, I liked it immediately. Everybody who saw it and shot it had a great time just mag dumping as fast as you can pull the trigger. The trigger is substantially improved over the Bodyguard 1.0. It really is fantastic. We were shooting it so much that it heated up to unsafe levels and had to be doused with a bottle of water in order for people to continue shooting it, because tiny guns heat up very fast. There's just not a lot of material there to hold the heat. So among all the interesting futuristic projects that Smith & Wesson had to show us, the thing that actually ended up being the coolest was the Bodyguard 2.0. I am now extremely keen to get my hands on one and do a proper review and actually carry it, because it is a legit pocket pistol that just happens to have 10 rounds, and it shoots better than any other micro pocket pistol that I've ever carried. I'm still probably going to mostly carry Appendix 9mm because my baggy wardrobe permits, but if you're the kind of person who needs a pocket carry gun for just extreme deep concealment, then there's still a place for that category of incredibly small guns, which almost always have to be chambered in .380 or .32 ACP or even .22 long rifle, because there's just no way to make one of those safe to shoot with a 9mm. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Kind of a short video, but it's a short gun, so it works out. I might have some suppressed machine gun footage to show you before we exit. As always, thank you to our sponsors, Top Gun Supply and Blue Alpha. You can support us by supporting them, or you can support us more directly via Subscribestar and Player. Look us up on both of those platforms if you want to get entered to win a bunch of stuff. James Reeves puts together all sorts of giveaways. I don't know, that's his department, not mine. I'll see you guys next time.
Whole thing? Send it.